Okay, so it's been an interesting week, but friend and I are finally back to starting doing some regular uploads. We're gonna watch an episode of Wishbone tonight. This one is called Homer Sweet Homer, and it's from season one. I don't remember if I've actually seen this one or not. I'm assuming that this episode is going to be about the Odyssey. Because when I hear the name Homer and I'm thinking literary, because if I'm thinking media, I'm thinking The Simpsons. But if I'm thinking literary and I hear the name Homer, I think The Odyssey, which is a mythological story, Homer's Odyssey. Um, God, that's a long story. It's a lot to describe just as a preface to what would essentially be a book report on it. Um, Homer, I remember he has to fight uh, a Gorgon, the one-eyed thing, and he has his sailors tie him to the mast of his ship so he can hear the sirens singing without crashing into the rocks and be the only human that's ever done that. Um, he returns home and finds that his wife has this long line of suitors that she's just been putting off and putting off for decades while he's been gone, and his child has grown up. It's a whole thing, and I haven't read it in a long time. I do have a copy of it, holding up this phone actually because I'm using books as a backer, and it's the Homer's Odyssey is told in the mythology stories that I have. I might, as a secondary to this, do a read through of my version of Homer's The Odyssey. I've been meaning to read it. I've been meaning to read all the books I've been picking up. I've just been sick and frustrated and so focused on other things I haven't been able to put anything down and read a book. Maybe that might be a new project that I'll start here, reading the stories in my mythology book. Anyways, we're crocheting. You'll see this is a much smaller project than we've been working on. That's because this is for Friend. Friend is finally going to get some limbs. I think this is an arm. Probably the right arm, because I want the left to have a heart palette, the same as Friend's left eye. Wishbone.
What's the story, Wishbone? What's this you're dreaming of? Such big imagination on such a little bud. What's the story, Wishbone? Do you think it's worth a look? It kinda seems familiar, like a story from a book. Shake a leg now, Wishbone. Let's wag another tail. Sniffing out adventure with Wishbone on the trail. Come on, Wishbone. What's the story, Wishbone?
Such a cute puppy.
What's the story, Wishbone? What's the story, Wishbone? What's the story, Wishbone?
The following is a test of my emergency broadcast systems.
You're my dog now.
Anybody! Dog napping! In progress! Help!
That's no good.
Wishbone, we're gonna live under this tree forever.
What? I have a home already, thank you very much. I've been captured, a fate known all too well by another great warrior. Odysseus was his name. The Odyssey of Homer is the story of Odysseus, one of the heroes of ancient Greece. On his way home from his victory in the Trojan War, he gets trapped on the island of Calypso. Calypso?
I actually did forget that the Odyssey is the story of Odysseus and Homer is the writer. I've always remembered it as Homer's Odyssey. It's because Homer wrote it.
Is a goddess, which means she can do anything she wants, whenever she wants, and you don't want to make her mad, or else. She wants to keep Odysseus on her island forever.
Ha! Fat chance! Gotta go! See ya! Oh, yeah, she's got me on a pretty tight leash.
Odysseus, come here, my love.
No, must
Sweating to death for no reason. Not even hot.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get home. Odysseus was far away from home, where his family was watching and waiting for him. His clever and beautiful wife Penelope had been faithfully waiting for a long time, nearly 20 years. For
Yeah,
her,
decades. I thought it
home
was
wasn't sweet
decades.
home without her beloved Odysseus. Her memory of him kept her hope alive day after day. She did everything she could to hold on to the home they had built together. But it wasn't easy. Sometimes, all she could do was wait and worry. Wait for her husband's return and worry about what might happen to their son, Telemachus. Telemachus also dreamed that his father would one day return.
And now for the bad part. Odysseus' house had been taken over by a bunch of party animals who were definitely not housebroken.
I thought I was going to pause it and it didn't. I was going to mention the name Telemachus because I heard it on Bluey, and I thought that sounds familiar. I forgot where I heard it.
What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
If only my father were here, you wouldn't dare act like this in his house.
Oh, give it up! Odysseus is never coming back.
This is our house now. And sooner or later, your mother will have to pick a new husband.
And it'll be me.
No, it'll be me.
20 years she has stalled y'all motherfuckers.
These guys were as mean as alley cats, with no respect for anyone or anything. I smell trouble at home. I gotta get back. No, thank you.
I can see you're not happy here, my pet.
I am not your pet.
Odysseus, I wanted to make you forget about your home and your family. I thought I could make you happy. Here.
Happy at the end of a leash?
Perhaps I've kept you here long enough. I'm setting you free.
Yes! I'm so excited!
Don't get too excited.
Did I say excited?
I have to warn you. You have a hard journey ahead of you. If you stay here with me, your life will be easy.
I don't want easy. I want to get home, and I'll do whatever it takes to get there.
Very well. I'll keep you no longer.
Oh, yes! Oh, I'll just take this for the road. Thank you!
It's that time of night where my sinuses start getting fucked.
Oh, don't take it personally, lady. You're really nice and all, but home is home. I gotta get back to it. Well, I can't stand these long goodbyes. Gotta go!
Be careful.
Oh, sure, careful.
The sea can be dangerous.
Okay, I'm willing to negotiate.
Wishbones! Emily! What are you doing here?
What does it
Found
look
him.
like?
I'm gonna live here with Wishbone.
But Wishbone's not your dog, Emily.
He is now.
Emily, Wishbone's Joe's dog. He let you borrow him for pet day at kindergarten. He didn't give him to you.
But I want him.
I can't believe my sister's a dog napper.
Excuse me, people. Let's cut the chit-chat and free the dog. Yes! Oh, flowers, air, grass, tree, swing!
All right, we're gonna have to bulldoze out all this underbrush, so we got a path to bring the heavy equipment in. This tree's gonna give us some problems. All right, let's get ready for the whole area to be paved. I want it completely staked with line.
Where is it?
Get back to you later. Afraid you kids are gonna have to get out of the way.
It's right about here. Oh, excuse me, sir. May I ask you to move? Do you have any idea what you're standing on? Well, I better move it. Oh, it's here.
My shoes!
Oh, excuse me. I know it's here somewhere. No, it's here. Yes!
The fuck, you're standing in dirt.
I really do.
Oh, Wishbone, what is that?
It's a sock. It's some of my best work.
Why don't you kids take your dog and go home?
But isn't this a part of Jackson Park?
No, now it belongs to Suter Development Corporation. You'd be happy to know that in just a few days we're going to be breaking ground for a brand new, tasty oasis.
Here? Great.
First, we got to do some clearing out so we can get the site laid out for the parking lots and the other stores.
You're gonna pave this whole place?
Of course.
What?
What? This is my burial ground. I've got stuff everywhere.
This tree is mine. Leave it alone.
Trust me, you don't want to mess with her.
Sorry, sweetheart, but in a few days, this tree will be history.
It already is history. It's been here for nearly 200 years.
Wow, that's nearly 1,400 in dog years. You know, you look good for your age.
My mom says that this tree is one of the oldest things in the whole town. We have a neighborhood picnic here every summer.
Yeah, but a tasty oasis. Have you ever tried their super fudge delight or a triple sundae with
David, you can't cut down this tree.
Sorry, young lady, but the city says I can.
What? Don't we get a say in this?
People already had a chance to say something.
What do you mean?
The city...
They've had...
held a hearing.
Made me think of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. They've had a notice in the basement of City Hall for 6 months.
On my request for a zoning variance. They even put up a sign, see? But since nobody had any objections at the hearing, I got my request.
Well, we come here all the time and we never saw that sign up anywhere.
Yeah, what's it doing on the ground like that?
Well, young lady, sometimes these things fall down. Accidentally, of course.
Nobody had a chance to see that sign. That's not fair.
Well, that's not my problem. Why don't you kids get off my property?
Hey, mister, why don't you get off of my property?
Ugh, he got his germs on it. Well, here's looking at you, tree.
Are you sure that's our only recourse?
I love trees.
Well, what about the tree preservation ordinance? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Well, thanks a lot, Betty. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I grew up in the woods.
It's
I'm
perfectly
predisposed
legal.
to love trees.
His construction plans were all approved by the city zoning board. And that new law to protect large trees doesn't even take effect until next month. It looks like King got his friends down at City Hall to rush his request through before the end of the month.
But can't we do anything?
Well, the only thing that we could do is get a restraining order until we get enough signatures to petition City Council for some kind of protection for the old tree.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, in here, Wanda.
Here's that article about the old tree I wrote some years ago for the Oakdale Arbor Society newsletter. I'm sure this will change their minds.
Well, I'm afraid our only chance is a petition drive.
Well, if it's a fight they want, we'll give them one. Now, I've spearheaded plenty of petitions in my day, and nobody's been able to withstand a Wanda Gilmore petition drive yet. I have a perfect record.
Okay, so I'm back to having the issue that I had with the last episode of Wishbone, which is that the two stories are very, very thinly connected. I understood what the first part of the story with Wishbone being abducted was connected. I thought the second part was going to be Wishbone having to find his way back home. But they've just veered off into a completely different story that would have nothing to do with Homer's Odyssey.
Thank you, sir.
How's it going?
132 so far.
Oh, we need 1,500.
Don't worry, I've got the girls from the Arbor Society over at the mall. They'll pull the big numbers.
Okay, well, that's good.
Mom, they've already started. We've got to do something quick.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about?
Bulldozer. They've got a bulldozer. They're starting to clear out the trees. David's videotaping the whole thing.
So, they want to play rough. Hold down the fort, Sam. Come on, Joe.
Be careful.
Love that their first offense is a camera. Sign of what's to come.
Hey, you! And the bulldozer! Nobody digs here but me! I am one dog against the elements! Haha! I've got you right where I'm in big
trouble.
Oh, is this where he gets tied to the mast? No, he doesn't have any men yet. No one to tie him up.
Okay, it's official. I don't like water.
Uh-oh.
Whoa! He's really big! And really scaly. Uh-oh.
Right, I am Odysseus, floating on this raft.
I never liked you much, Odysseus.
No problem. Don't mean to be swimming in your pond. I just want to get home.
Then I hope you can swim.
Yeah, half of Odysseus's situation was because Poseidon was mad at him. For no real explanation. Poseidon was just a petty god.
Swim, and this is nothing like a good swim.
Oh, I'm in the home stretch. Not even Poseidon can stop me now.
Being fair, a lot of the gods were very petty.
Like this.
Y'all better help that puppy.
Wishbone! Hey, stop! My dog's up there!
What? What happened? Never mind. Hang on. I'll bring him down.
I'm not afraid. 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 I was afraid. I was very afraid.
Are you okay, Wishbone? I got it all on videotape.
Hey, look, kids! What do you mean what's going on? I thought this tree was coming. Hey, this is not a playground. You kids are going to have to get out of here. Somebody's going to get hurt.
Excuse me. Are you Mr. King of Suitor Development Corporation?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm Wanda Gilmore of the Oakdale Arbor Society, and I don't like the way you do business.
I don't know what you're talking about, lady.
You're sneaky. You came in here so fast you thought the neighborhood wouldn't know what hit it. Well, thanks to these kids, we're on to you.
Listen, lady, I don't care what you think about me or the way I conduct my business. The fact remains that I have a legal right to build a shopping center on this property.
Not so fast, Buster. By this time tomorrow, our petition to stop you will be on the agenda for Monday night's city council meeting, and we'll put an end to this wanton destruction of nature. In the meantime, here's a restraining order to keep you off this property.
Love that for her.
What? Lady, this is an important economic development for this city. You're not going to be able to stop this.
And you won't get away with this without a fight.
Yeah. You want to fight? We'll give you a fight. This is a battle. Odysseus!
That tail just going. Such a happy puppy.
Telemachus.
Poor beggar. Wait here, I'll get you some food.
No, it's me, Odysseus. I'm back.
Dad?
We're already home? He got flipped off by Poseidon and he's just home? No Gorgon? No sirens? I'm gonna be disappointed. I mean, the Odyssey is a lot to put into a 30-minute episode. But it was way more than just Poseidon getting mad at him.
Dad!
Son.
Where have you been?
It's a long story.
Oh no, he goes back out.
First,
to prove
we're gonna
himself.
get rid of these guys.
How?
Don't worry. I've talked to your mother.
Where are the servants? I love it. And more wine. That's it.
I think that's where the other part of the adventure comes, is when he goes back out to prove himself to his wife that he is better than all these other men.
I'm setting a challenge before you. Whoever wins this challenge will be my next husband.
Oh. So you finally decided to forget about Odysseus?
I'll never forget him. This is the bow of Odysseus. Whoever wins this contest must be able to send an arrow clear through these 12 battle axes.
Nobody can do that.
Odysseus could. There stands the challenge. May the best man win. Have courage.
Thanks.
Well, maybe they're not
Never
going to
find an
show
empty stomach.
the rest of it. Maybe they really are just going to show this,
Me.
the contest with the men, and then go back to the tree story. But there's so much to the Odyssey. This is... Even this part with the men would have been a full hour if this was a decent movie. And a straight shooter in the bunch.
You have to be kidding. Everyone must be given a chance. Please, sir. Go ahead.
Well, thank you, Sonny. Okay, boys. Watch and learn something here. The trick is to keep your eye on the axis. Okay, boys, the party's over! Run, you cowards! Telemachus 1, Suitors 0. Several to go! Excuse me, sir! Have a nice trip! See you next fall! Ooh, big man with a sword! May I have this dance? Hello? Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Oh! He's gonna be feeling that one in the morning. Oh, look, all your little friends went away. Ah, that's much better.
Hey, Dad. Catch.
Good catch, Wishbone.
Why, thank you.
All right, you two ready to go?
Yeah. I really hope they're ready to listen to us.
Yeah, so do I.
Do you think we have a chance?
Well, the best thing we can do is go in there and tell our side of the story.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Story? Tell a story. The first time people got a taste of the Odyssey, they didn't read it. They heard it from Homer in ancient Greece. Now, nobody knows what Homer looked like, but this is probably what he sounded like. Hear that? It's ancient Greek, the language of Homer. Let me try a phrase from the Odyssey. Andra mo ennepe musa poliutropon hos malapola plante. Pretty cool, huh? In ancient Greek, ennepe means to tell a story. That's just what Homer did. Tell a story. You know, ancient Greek is a little tough, but once you start chewing on it, it tastes pretty good.
The word ecology comes from the Greek word oikos, which means household. Now, our community thinks of this tree and the land around it as part of our household. It's a backyard that everyone shares. And therefore, it only makes sense that this property be attached to Jackson Park for all of us to enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. I'm sure all of you remember Ellen from your visits to the Henderson Public Library, where she is the reference librarian. Her eloquent testimony, along with what you've already heard from all my friends at the Arbor Society, must certainly convince you of the urgency of the matter and the need to stop the Suter Development Corporation before it's too late. But in the event that any of you aren't convinced, I offer the testimony of 3 people who must grow up in this community. What kind of Oakdale will we hand over to them? Shall we allow the likes of Mr. King to determine the quality of their lives? David?
Ladies and gentlemen of the council, my name is David Barnes. I'm 12 years old and I've lived here all my life. At first I thought it was a pretty good idea to have a tasty oasis down the street. I could have gone there just about any time I wanted. But then I'd probably get sick of it after a while. The thing is, I know I'll never get sick of a bike path or the trees on my way to the park. They've been there for a while and I don't think anybody's ever got tired of looking at them. Does the world really need another tasty oasis? I don't think so. Thank you.
My name's Joe Talbot. I just wanted to say that I think it would be awful to cut down all those trees, especially the big one. When I was a little kid, I used to go to that one with my dad. There's a tire swing there, and he used to swing me on it. But after my dad died, my mom and I would go there. It was a good place to go and think about him. I know that tree belongs to everybody, but a part of it belongs to me and my dad.
I'm Samantha Kepler. Everybody in our neighborhood can tell a story about the tree, but the tree also has a story to tell us. It tells us a story of summer, when it's hot and we sit under its shade. It tells us a story of fall, when its leaves turn yellow and red and cover the ground. Winter is a story of branches all by themselves. And then comes the part about spring, when the green comes back again. Every time one story ends, another begins. That's what the tree tells us. And if we destroy it, we lose the story forever. Please, let us keep it.
Gets me emotional because I also love trees.
The council has determined that the land in question shall become a part of Jackson Park.
I love picnics. All this food right at ground level.
Anyone for a drumstick? Just raise your right hand.
Okay, this one's mine. Well, Tree, you survived. Just like Odysseus and his family. And I just kept thinking, if I can survive this one, it'll make a great story.
You told me about Calypso. You told me about Poseidon. Who else did you meet?
Ever hear of a cyclops? Big monster with bad breath and one eye. Not very friendly.
Here, Wishbone. Here, doggy doggy.
Oh, no. You can only fool a wishbone once. I take a little bite of food from you and bam! I'm back in the wagon. Well, I guess I can always eat and run. Okay, boy, not too close. Not too close. Just enough to grab the sandwich. Hey, I'm pretty good. You could, yeah. What? Delicious. How about that big piece in your left hand? Emily, I take it all back.
We're friends. Ah, lovely day.
Okay, I can do this. I'll just pretend I'm in a Greek epic, like the Odyssey of Homer. Huh? I'm hard peddling Ellen. What? And this is high jumping Wishbone. High jumping is his epithet. It describes him.
Good luck on your journey. I'm off to fulfill my fate.
Hold on, where are you going with that?
My destiny lies in the kitchen.
Okay, so that was Wishbones' take on Homer's Odyssey, which I expected a little bit more from. It wasn't terrible. I don't understand, in both of the episodes we've watched, I don't get the connection between the two stories. They started to connect at the beginning and then they just went different directions. They didn't tell all of the Odyssey, which would have been hard because it's a long story, but they didn't even attempt it. And I got a little emotional at the end because I also do love trees. Growing up with my grandparents out in the woods, I really only had the woods. There weren't any other kids out there. There weren't anybody but my grandparents and the outdoors. And me and my grandpa would get up and go fishing every morning. I had a tire swing, I had a rope swing, I had all the swings. My papa loved being outdoors so much that even though we lived in the woods, we lived a mile deep into the woods. When we went on vacation, we went camping because he loved the woods so much. My grandmother, not so much. He bought a huge RV so she could still have all of her luxuries. But me and him, we loved just being out there in the outdoors, under the trees, under the stars. And I still love that. I miss being able to go and hike Griffith Park because I will never get tired of seeing the trees.